Hey everybody, so today is Wednesday, and it is day 13 on the truck. And, well, some kind of sort of exciting news, I guess. I did verify that the 21-day minimum period is 21 calendar days, as long as you have a reasonable amount of driving time, which I do. I have 13 days. Tomorrow will be 14. So tomorrow is actually going to be the day that my trainer puts in the final evaluation on me. So I'm really super excited about that. Now, it being a Thursday, what I don't know is if the Springfield terminal does driver promotion to qualified drivers on the weekends. So if they don't, what I'm going to end up doing is working Friday and Saturday, going ahead and working Friday and Saturday on the route up here. And then Sunday we'll get a load going down to either Columbus or Dayton, so that we can swing by the Springfield terminal and drop me off. That's just the simplest way to do it. If they do driver promotions on the weekends, I'm going to try to get us routed on Friday down to the Springfield terminal, because I am excited to get the hell off of the trainer's truck, do the last bit of stuff that I need to do at the terminal, and then get my truck and get rolling. Now, what I am planning on doing is, once I get assigned a truck, you got to do your inspection on it and whatnot. If all likelihood, I'm going to get an older truck. If by some snowball's chance in hell I get a new one, that would be fantastic, but I highly doubt it. Absolutely highly doubt it. So likely I'll get an older truck, and that's totally fine. I don't care. I do have an order of preference. I would like Peterbilt, and then my second choice would be a Kenworth, and then third choice is whatever they can get me in immediately. I don't care if it's international. I don't care if it's a Freightliner. I just want to get to being productive. So what I do plan on doing is, once I get my truck assigned to me and I get it inspected, I'm assuming if it's an old truck, it's probably going to be dirty. I'm like, I'm not taking a dirty truck. Clean it. Put in a new mattress, preferably a memory foam mattress, because I've been sleeping on memory foam for like the last 5 years, and been sleeping on this hotel mattress, which is a spring mattress, and it's not. No, my back's not happy, and I'm old. 42 years old, and a history of back injuries in the automotive world. I need my memory foam. If they can't do that, I'm not going to hold up being productive on that. I planned on saving up for a really high quality mattress myself, because that, sleep is important, especially when you're running on recaps and whatnot. And that's going to be my home. I need a comfortable mattress. I was thinking about testing out the purple mattresses. I know they've got a butt pad that I want to get for the seat, for driving, because I have a bad case of no assitis. I need to start doing squats, probably about 100 or 1 to 200 a day. That's an exaggeration. More like 10 to 20, if that, to start. But I need to build up some ass muscle, because even with the air ride seats and whatnot, I still get some pressure points on my butt, and it's a little uncomfortable because I have no ass. I have no padding, no factory installed padding. So yesterday was kind of interesting. We took the truck in for its 75-day, basically it's mid-maintenance maintenance. So the way I guess Werner does it is every 90 days you're due for you're due for a full maintenance inspection, including an oil change and whatnot. But like, I guess you're supposed to bring it in at sometimes my trainer doesn't make sense, but I guess you're supposed to bring it in at like 30 and then 75. If anybody watching this knows what that timeline is, let me know. But then last night I was laying in bed, so the maintenance thing was all we did, and then got back to the hotel at like before 11 o'clock. Because it was a day off. We were originally going to do the maintenance on Monday and then run a load yesterday. Don't know what happened with that. I don't have the line in with the fleet manager to make that determination. That's my trainer. He does that. Whatever. I don't care. I thought he wanted to work because he's going on vacation in like 10 days after I get off of the truck. So, I thought he was wanting to work to get an extra day pay, but didn't happen, which is fine. It's not my paycheck. My paycheck's the same right now, every day or every week. So I got back to the hotel and noticed that I had an Audible credit. I love listening to audiobooks. Most of what I listen to are either Stephen King or like I like heavy science sci-fi books. Like the two that are like that I really, really love, they're by the same author. It's The Martian and then Project Hail Mary. I absolutely love both of those books. And The Martian is done by Will Wheaton. Love you, Wesley. You are actually awesome, Wesley. Or Will, sorry. And I totally fucking spazzed out and spoiler alert, red alert, skip ahead 20 seconds. Totally spazzed out when you showed up in Picard. Live long and prosper, Will Wheaton. Love you. Anyway, I had a new credit, so I been with the financial stuff and resetting my life. I decided this time, instead of getting a fiction book, I got kind of a self-help book, or not necessarily self-help, but like a financial training book. The one that I got is I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. I heard him. He was a guest on the Minimalists podcast, on an older one that I backlog that I listened to, and I just absolutely loved his attitude. And it's not really like teaching you to be rich. He used that title as an attention grabber. It's the title is clickbait, but the content is fantastic. It's very Dave Ramsey-ish, but with a more modern twist to it. Because a lot of the Dave Ramsey stuff, Dave Ramsey's process works. However, but it needs to be adjusted a little bit. Because 20 some years ago is different than now. And, the thing with the Ramsey versus this other guy versus Remit is that Remit is much more along the lines of, you want that $5 fucking latte? Have that $5 latte, just do it on purpose. Don't do it unconsciously. Okay? Set aside money for bullshit money, for bullshit items. And, you still need to get all of your money under control, and you still need to be conscious with your money. But, you don't have to be so, just hardcore about it, because then you're less likely to follow through with it on a long-term basis. And I listened to that for about half the book. It's like a 12-hour book. I listened to it for about 6 hours and took some notes and whatnot. And it has a PDF to go with it, which when I get to a place where I can access access real internet, I'll be downloading those PDFs and printing them off. It's only like maybe 10 pages or so. Basically worksheets and stuff. So, excuse me, that was nasty. And then, so after that, I took a break. I stopped after about 6 hours because that's all my brain could handle. That's one of those books where I'm going to be listening to it probably 5 or 6 times in the next month or so. Just kind of absorb all of it and whatnot. And some of it I was already starting to do, like investing for the kids and whatnot. And yeah, I only started with $5 last week, but you got to start somewhere, and that's his message, is you have to start somewhere. Start being conscious about everything you spend money on. You don't have to say no to everything, but you just have to be conscious about what you're spending. So after that, I grabbed a little bit to eat and was scrolling through YouTube, and I saw that the Helpful Trucker was going live. And so I spent the next hour and a half on the live chat with the local trucker, got a couple of shout outs and whatnot. And I know he said it in jest, but, he was like, I should make you an admin and whatnot. Cause I was going through the chat and actually answering questions, because he was probably about 10 minutes behind chat, and having just gone through the school process, it's very fresh in my mind and everything. And with the changes that went into effect this year, somebody who went through school six or 7 years ago, their information, nothing against the Helpful Trucker. Maurice is a fantastic human being, and he's a huge inspiration. And, he's been doing it for 6 years, and he's doing a very, very niche job. And so, and he's very open and honest and upfront and transparent about the fact that he doesn't know everything. But the things that he does know, he knows them very well. So I look forward to more content from him, and maybe even, a shout out up in the chorus to Salunian Avenue homies, we got your back. Yeah, I butchered that. Sorry, Slim. Sorry, Marshall. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. You better never let it go. Yeah. I'm really tired. I did not sleep good last night because I stayed up late to chat with the Helpful Trucker. And then because I ended up making myself a cup of coffee, I couldn't sleep when we were done. And so I'm gonna go ahead and link that in the description. Link that live chat. Give a shout out to him and whatnot. And but that's pretty much it for today. I'm really, I know the last few videos have been really downers, and today I'm really high. Not high. I mean like excited. I'm not high. But that's the roller coaster of my emotional spectrum right now. And I would love so much for it to even out some. I don't, this feeling today, being really super excited and ready for the promotion to qualified driver, and whatnot. And, that I'm good with that peak. It's the valley of the last few days, that is the hard part on me. I like roller coasters, but not necessarily with my emotions or my mental health and whatnot. And I ended up talking to a few people yesterday, and unfortunately, and I absolutely love my sister and then my buddy Ron, but it's unfortunately a lot of an echo chamber. And you find that no matter what side of an issue that you're on, you go talk to your people, they go talk to their people, and both sides get an echo chamber. It quite honestly, it mirrors the political realm of today. So I'm trying to find people to talk to that aren't going to be just an echo chamber, because that doesn't help me. When you're having issues and you're trying to figure out what's your bullshit, what's their bullshit, and what's the combined bullshit, and what you need to own, what they need to own, what you together need to own, having an echo chamber does not help, because it doesn't cut through your own bullshit. And I realize that, and I'm looking for that. I have no idea if she's doing that. I've made it a distinct intention to not talk to her, except for asking about her dad, who just had knee surgery. He's doing okay. And then talking about what my daughter is doing, and the little videos she's making now. So it's super cute, guys. She made this little Lego city thing, and then she interviewed herself on what it was, and it was really, really super cute. With the rest of the content and whatnot, and I'm not, if Emma wants to post videos, she can do that. I'm not going to post stuff that she does without her consent. And yeah, I'm saying that about a 5-year-old, and posting little Lego interview, make believe interviews and whatnot. And but she's smart, guys. She just got out of preschool this last school year. And when she went into preschool, she had 3 words that she could say clearly. This was her second year, and she had more sign language than she did verbal words. And in the 2-year process of her preschool, the little shit taught herself how to read. Okay, I read to her when I get a chance, but I hadn't been actively working on teaching her how to read. I was just reading with her. And at first I thought she was just memorizing the books. It wasn't that she was memorizing the books, because we had Game of Thrones on, and she had come down into the living room one day, and we paused it, and she was like, "Those fucking bastards," or whatever it was that was on the closed captions. And I'm like, wait a minute, did you just properly read the word fucking? And then she ran off because she thought I was mad, and I wasn't. You know, and I think at the time she was like 4.5. But it's not like we watched Game of Thrones when she was during her awake time. She was supposed to be in bed, and she got up for something, and came downstairs, and the only times when she is quiet is when she's not supposed to be up, and then she's a sneaky little brat. And so yeah, I'm excited about tomorrow being my final evaluation day. Hopefully I get an email back from the driver placement guy early tomorrow, and hopefully they do weekend promotions. If not, then I'll be working Friday and Saturday, coming back on Sunday, and starting the process on Monday, which that's the most likely occurrence. So good night. I'll have a link for the helpful trucker video in the description, and keep the shiny side up.